Alright friends, we are here for the last Modern Cube this season, as tomorrow the new Masters set, UMA, drops on Magic Online, so by the time you get this video, which I guess is just like tomorrow anyways, UMA will be online, and then next week we will do that. We will draft some Masters, so... Anyways, let's jump right in. Modern Cube, what do we got? What am I feeling? I'm kind of feeling, and you're not supposed to do this, kind of feel like just taking the Koth here and doing some quick business with mono red. I mean, this cube has been around for a few weeks now, and they've brought it back multiple times, so it's pretty easy to, well, at least for somebody that drafts as much as I do, to go through most of the deck types in this format. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Koth. If I was trying to stay open, I would probably take Chalice, or maybe even the Gilded Lotus, but let's just see if we can do some Red Rocks Me business. And follow the Koth up with... Whoa, what's up with that Sky Sovereign? Weird border. Follow the Koth up with a Roast, or a Fight with Fire. I guess I'll take the Fight with Fire, as it has large upside if I'm like flooding out or whatever. Plus, you know, with Koth, you play Koth one turn, and then the next turn you can add extra mana and maybe even kick it. So let's take the Fight with Fire here. Kind of gonna try to ignore basically all other signals at this point and just force the red. Go search up Red Rocks Me Pancake Manor on YouTube, and you'll get the song that I love to play whenever I draft this on stream. Easy Grim Lavamancer there. I do like Siege Gang Commander. The problem is it is 5 mana, and you can oftentimes get a lot of 5-drops in red if you're not too careful. And honestly, I want to keep my curve way down here, you know. 1 mana, 2 mana, maybe 3 mana slots. So even though Siege Gang is great, I'm kind of looking at like Incinerator, Dismissive Pyromancer. That being said, Siege Gang is one of the better 5-drops for sure. And Dismissive Pyromancer is definitely replaceable, as is Incinerate. We just passed a Lightning Strike as well, so it's possible we will that anyways. Okay, this looks like a nice young Pyromancer versus pretty much nothing else. Unlikely you're going to want to Whip Flare in this deck. Lightning Helix if I was splashing white, sure, and then Hangerback Walker, but Pyromancer has some nice upside, and nice. That is a good one. Monastery Swiftspear. One of the better red 1-drops. Most definitely. Some other good cards in this pack, of course, but all I see is red, and all I see is a Carry Zev here. I do like Murderous Redcap. I just think it's not very good in general in Modern Cube. It's just, it doesn't have enough of an effect. Like, I'll sideboard it in versus green decks with, you know, Mana Dorks or whatever, but otherwise, it just doesn't do enough. Burst Lightning, my other consideration, but I think Carry Zev as a solid 2-drop is right where we want to be. And we have one more pack to go that we haven't seen yet, so possibly getting another nice red card here would be good. I don't expect too much to wheel. Oh, actually, Direfleet Daredevil is real nice. This has very, very high upside, and you know, you can always just play it on turn 2 as a 2/1 first strike. You don't need to get the extra value. Passing a Revoker and a Harvester, but like I was saying, I don't expect to wheel anything. This was my opening pack, so it's good to see some more playables here as I take the Phoenix over the Scrounger, but there were a few packs that didn't have very many red cards. And so, not going to be surprised or upset if the 9 cards we have here are the only red cards we get. But it's possible. Again, Incinerate and Lightning Strike have a chance of wheeling, and that would be great. Of course, they do have Lightning Bolt as well in this format, as it is modern legal. Bedlam Reveler has a chance of being played. Currently, that's a no-go, as our only instant or sorcery is the Fight with Fire. But we know we want to pick up some more anyway, since we have like the young Pyro, so possibilities for the Bedlam Reveler there. But again, not something I'm looking to play especially. Okay, I think this might have been the pack with Lightning Strike, so it looks like we didn't get that, but we can take this Inspiring Vantage just in case we end up playing some red. This was the pack with the Incinerate, and we're fine taking the Pyromancer, of course, versus nothing. Again, some more off-color spells and a Whip Flare that I don't want, so we'll just take the Stomping Ground. And the Needle Spires. Okay, so we have an easy, well, easier white splash, should we choose to do so, but I'm going to try to stick to mono red if possible. There'd be or need to be a very good reason for me to play white. And we already passed Lightning Helix. A Johnny's not that impressive. There aren't too many red-white cards that are going to push me to that route. Alright, Devil's Play, Thunderbreak Regent, and a Zealous Conscripts. I'm going to go ahead and take the Thunderbreak here. It's just a good 4-drop, and I'm expecting to wheel the Devil's Play. I don't think Zealous Conscripts wheels. It's just too good overall as a card, and it also has, you know, combos with Kiki Jiki should somebody have opened that. So we'll take the Thunderbreak, hoping to wheel the Devil's Play. Alright, next pack has Forked Bolt, Thundermaw Hellkite, and a Banefire. That's one of those 5-drops that is good enough for me to take here. Looks like we're going to have a very heavy creature deck at the moment, which means Pyromancer, Lavamancer, not as good as they could be, but that's okay. We might, again, wheel one of these cards, and I think Thundermaw is one of the 5-drops. That's just too good not to take. Well, there is a Worm Coil here, but I'm not going to take that. Perforos is looking very good, as is Exquisite Firecraft. I'm going to try taking the Firecraft and wheeling the Perforos. Bonfire. Oh, but nope, we have an Eidolon of the Great Revel. One of the better 2-drops, of course, for this style of deck. Just can add so much damage randomly. Sacred Foundry being passed as well. Hour of Devastation. That's probably not the card we want. I'm going to take this Cunning Spark Mage over the Sword of Light and Shadow. There are swords that I would play. I don't think Sword of Light and Shadow is the one you're looking for, and Cunning Spark Mage, maybe even if I don't main deck it, it's going to have good sideboard versus like aggro white decks. It'll be good versus green decks, and can always just sideboard it in if we need some extra creatures, of course, which unlikely we're going to need to, but I think I'd rather have that than crappy black-white sword. I think every other sword is better than that one. Let's see, Body of Mine, definitely better. War and Peace, a little bit better, but not like super amazing, but I'd still run it over the Light and Shadow. And then Feast and Famine. Feast and Famine and Body of Mine are the 2 best. But yeah, we're looking good so far. Plenty of playables. We're not even halfway through the second pack, so we're going to have some room to breathe and kind of select the better cards, if possible. Okay, next pick, 6th pick. Well, there is one of those white cards that could very well be worth splashing. I do have an Abbot of Carol Keep here and a Pyrite Spellbomb, though, and I would like to keep myself mono red if possible, but this is one of the cards that would potentially lure me away, but I'm gonna keep going with the Abbot. It looks like a lot of the artifacts are a little bit broken. You can see the art there. The border's black. Ooh, a Chain Whirler now is nice. There's a Boros Signet for that Aurelia, but I mean, you wouldn't want to be running a Signet in your aggro deck anyways. Wow, and a Pia and Kieran Nalaar. Alright, this deck is turning out real nice, so I think the only thing besides these X spells, as I take this Devil's Play here, there's a Banefire, and then there is, more importantly, and possibly a Perforos. Okay, got the Banefire. Nice. And there's the Perforos. Alright, we got all of the pieces. Look at that. 2 packs in, and I basically have a deck if I want to. I don't think I'm going to run both the Devil's Play and the Banefire, but I will start the Devil's Play over the Banefire. We can bring in the Banefire versus, you know, a control deck or whatever, but Devil's Play I think is going to be more useful because of the flashback the majority of the time. And again, at this point, I'm hoping to just lower my curve. I don't want to basically take any more 4, 5s, or I guess I should just say 4+ drops. We're looking for 1s and 2s, especially 1s. Okay, another piece of white fixing there. A little Nahiri. Oh, okay, there's the Aurelia. This is the time to decide. It's definitely better than Pyrite Spellbomb, which is replaceable, so we have the possibility of splashing Aurelia here. I don't think I'm going to, but again, it's not bad. Possibilities are endless. What gets hurt by me splashing white? Basically just the Koth, but not too much else. Looks like a Shivan Fire here. Unfortunately, this doesn't go to the player's face like a Burst Lightning could, so it's a little bit worse, but then there's like only Greater Gargadon, which I do like playing Greater Gargadon, I just don't think it's a very good card. For the most part, anyway. Hero of Oxid Ridge. Yeah, that's another 4-drop that I'm probably going to end up playing. Not ideal, but there's nothing else in this pack for us. Like sideboard Pyroclasm if you really wanted. Rabblemaster, that's very good. Also have a Collective Defiance, Sword of Body and Mind, and even Scalding Tarn's not terrible. Scalding Tarn does multiple things. Fuels our graveyard for a Grim Lavamancer, and it also has the benefit of fetching Sacred Foundry if we wanted to play the white. But I think we'll just stick with the Rabbles here and see what we go from there on out. Hazoret, Magma Jet, and Porcelain Legionnaire. Well, I've always said on my stream that Porcelain Legionnaire is the best red 2-drop. I'm obviously exaggerating a bit, but I do think I'm going to take it. Right now, I'm looking to cut like... I think we're cutting the Young Pyromancer, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Pyromancer is pretty bad replaced here. Magma Jet is definitely a consideration, but I think we're wheeling at least the Hazoret, so I'm going to take the Porco. Kiki Jiki. And nothing. We already saw Saheeli Rai go by, so somebody could potentially build that deck. I'm just going to take the Kiki Jiki. We're not going to run it, although it doesn't look terrible in our deck. It's just I don't need another 5-drop, right? Copying Siege Gang Commander looks good. Stuff like that. Yeah, just need a few more 1-drops. If I could get like the Fire Drinker Satyr, Goblin Guide. What else? I think they took out Stromkirk Noble. But yeah. Like 2 more 1-drops and we can call it good. Heck, and then maybe even I could cut the Thunderbreak Regent as well. I think the Hero of Oxid Ridge is a little bit better than the Regent. Let's see, Pia and Siege Gang both great with Hero, or Perforos rather. I guess Thunderbreak is more pips for Perforos. Sarkin the Dragon Speaker. Not a huge fan of that card. It's fine, I just don't think I want it here, question mark. We also have Walking Ballista and a Goblin Crater Maker. Crater Maker seems replaceable. Walking Ballista does have some potential to it. I guess Planeswalkers are pretty good. I mean, this is still a 5-mana 4/4 flying, right, for haste as well. With the added ability of being a Planeswalker, and I just don't want to take any more 5s, but I guess it's good enough too. Mizium Mortars versus Ire Shaman. How's my removal looking like? We have a Shivan Fire, Lavamancer, Pyromancer, kind of. Firecraft, Fire, Play, Sarkin, Siege Gang. Alright, so some decent removal. I don't think Ire Shaman's all that impressive, and there are plenty of 4 toughness creatures. So let's take the Mortars there, and I'm very happy to pick up a Mutavault here. I'm almost certainly going to be playing that. I could probably run 17 lands in this deck as well. We have a decent number of high drops anyways, and Mutavault as our 17th land isn't bad, as we wield that Greater Gargadon. I think we'll go ahead and just play without the Aurelia. We don't need her. Pyroclasm sideboard. Can't ever imagine bringing in Pyroclasm though, not with the way our deck looks. Yeah, I think that's good. It's not even bad if we hit lands, you know, until turn 5, since we have some pretty expensive cards anyways, plus X-Spell. Obviously, if I have an opener with Mutavault and not enough for Chain Whirler, that's kind of awkward, or maybe even the Eidolon, but I think that's fine. The upside is good enough that, because we're going to be running 16 lands anyways, 16 mountains, I should say. I don't mind it. Oh, there's the Hazoret too. Okay. So another question is, am I running Hazoret over something? I think over Sarkin, honestly. So we get some more random wheels that we don't need. I think I like that. It's close, though. It's possible that Sarkin would be better than Hazoret. But I think I'm going to give Hazoret the nod here. It's also a good way to ditch some of our excess lands if we draw too many, since we'll be playing 17 lands total. Alright, pretty happy with this mono red deck. It's not amazing. I don't have as many 1-drops plays as I would like, right? Just having the Lavamance and the Swift Spear. If I had, like, say the Goblin Guide and the Fire Drinker Satyr in addition, I'd be thrilled with this deck, but this is still looking very good. So let's submit this and see how quickly we can dispatch or lose to our opponents. Stay tuned. Here's round 1 of this Modern Cube. We're on the draw, and well, we have both of our 1-drops. It's not an amazing hand, but we'll keep it. Uh-oh, Celestial Colonnade. Does that mean we're playing against a control deck? Could be. Let's hope that Swift Spear gets in there for quite a bit of damage throughout the course of the game. Mountain? Oh, they're playing Jeskai. Alright. Let's bash in for 1 again. And then just play out our only play of Grim Lavamancer. Drawing some of my more expensive spells, but I'm not too worried. We already have 3 lands, and again, we do have the 17 lands overall in the deck. So 1-3 is pretty annoying. I'm going to go ahead and attack the 1-2 into it. Excuse me. And then just finish it off with the Devil's Play, I think. It's not an ideal turn, of course, but it kind of clears the board. And I want to be just tapping out for our better spells if we hit some more land. Which we did. Let's play our land. I'm going to go ahead and attack. They could have, you know, Vendilion Click or something here. I'm going to guess is that they're going to counter whatever I play, but I have to try to develop out the board anyways, so. Just a remand this time. Okay, so not so bad. It's not the most exciting target for Direfleet Daredevil, but it's something. If nothing else, it'll exile it, right? So they can't flash it back somehow. Alright, what do they got? 5 mana. This could be like a bonfire for 2. Oh, Teferi. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. What's the likelihood they have another counter is the question. Because I could just jam Thundermaw Hellkite here and see if it works. I think that's the game plan. Darn, looks like they do have a scatter or something, yeah. Alright. Well, I guess we're hoping to fade a Wrath effect. They don't have double white yet, but they could have, like, a burn spell. There's their second white source. I also have Devil's Play in my graveyard that I can use, should we need to. But it looks like they're just passing the turn. And they can activate their Colonnade now here too. Oh, nope, they're floating something in the turn. Nothing, okay. Let's see. Six cards in their hand still. I mean, this is not looking good for us. I think the plan is just to attack both at Teferi and see if they activate their Colonnade. They did not. Okay, so they're preserving it for my Banefire purposes. So they're probably just holding on to another counter here. In which case, I'm going to play the land. Well, they've already used their remand. Although I guess they could have Snapcaster or Gearhulk would be kind of annoying. Yeah, they could just have so many things here. It might be correct to even pass. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead with Direfleet Daredevil and see what they do. Because I don't want to run into a Gear Hulk, and I think this is the safest way to do so. Okay, so I'm going to eat the Essence Scatter here instead of the Remand, since they let that resolve, and then try to play out the Pia and Kieran that they know about. Okay, so they just had to dissolve. That's not too bad. Well, every turn that Teferi's on the battlefield, though, is another turn that things get worse for us. Oh, as they play an Inferno Titan. Yeah, I mean, we're probably dead now. I imagine they also have a counter in their hand. I think we just scoop it up here without showing them any more information, because even if I Devil's Play out the Teferi, they still have Inferno Titan. And yes, technically Hazaret can block it, but that's not very exciting, and I just did not have enough pressure on them early. So let's bring in the Banefire. Let's bring in the Sarkin. We could probably cut the Shivan Fire. Let's bring in the Thunderbreak. Let's cut the Mizium Mortars. Let's go a little bit bigger. I still like the fight with fire. Daredevil's going to be good. Gargadon seems cute. I don't think Nahiri or Ajani are necessary here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not enough yet. I suppose what? I guess Pyromancer is not very exciting. It's something to do on turn 2, though. I guess I want the early plays as well. Maybe we can just cut the Pia and Kieran instead. Alright, let's try this. We need to get them early. It's even possible I'm supposed to just have brought in the young Pyromancer as something else to do on 2, even though it's not very good in our deck. We just need to apply more pressure than we were. This is a good hand. Turn 1 Swift Spear, turn 2 Porcelain Legionnaire. Should get underneath most counters and whatnot on the play. Then if we can resolve one of our 4 drops, should we find enough land, that'll be very good as well. But it's not good to be down a game versus the control deck with our mono red. Okay, they took a mulligan to 6. And Swifty's getting in there. Inspiring Advantage to play, nice. We don't mind drawing a few lands with this hand. And if they don't have like a removal spell here, then we're going to apply some real good pressure. Let's attack for 3 and 4. I don't think we can really play around any Pyroclasm effect, so just gonna keep out the pressure. It looks like they're missing lands, but we don't have anything here, so just attack and pass. That's all it takes, really, though, them to stumble a few turns like they just did. Hopefully, what, now they could have like an Anger of the Gods or something? Let's try to resolve the hero. If it resolves, we pretty much win. If it doesn't, that's fine. We still hit him for 5. And now Banefire with any land is lethal. And they're just under way too much pressure. That's probably a game 3 we go. So we had a pretty good start with a 1-drop, 2-drop, and they were kind of mana screwed over there. I will make that change now, though. Just bring in another 2-drop and probably just cut something at the top end. I like all the hasty creatures. I guess maybe Siege Gang Commander is not amazing. Almost all of our 4-drops and 5-drops have haste to some capacity. Thunderbreak Regent really the only one that doesn't. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this hand's a keeper. Again, we only have 2 1-drops in the deck, so I can't really afford to try to mulligan down to one of them, as that's just super greedy. But just some early plays is really all we want, and we have that here. I'm going to lead with the Dismissive over Abbot, as Abbot can get value on any turn after turn 2. And let's go for a Phoenix play. Haste is good. We didn't see any exile effects from them, so if they just counter this, we can always bring it back with a large creature later on. Coalition Relic's a good one. I think I'm going to just resolve the Thunderbreak here, or at least attempt to. But we know they have like an Essence Scatter in their deck. But both Hazoret and Thunderbreak get countered by that anyways. Because this at least pings them for 3 if they target it with something and they don't have a Wrath. If they do have a Wrath, yeah, it's going to suck, but not much I can do about that. Fumigate it is, alright. Land number 5 there is good. And I think I'm going to lead with Sarkin, the Planeswalker. Just start upticking on this. Reason being is, if we ultimate, that's also very, very good for us. Right? Drawing those extra cards might be able to put us over the top of them. It's also less susceptible to creature removal, as they have to wait for it to become a creature when I activate it on my turn, so obviously they could still have something like a Condemn or whatever, but I think this is the best play. What do you got? 4 mana, 5 mana. Tammy. Okay, Tammy can tap down, but now if they don't have a counter for Thundermaw, we still just get to finish Tammy off. Nice. Don't have the mana to bring that back. They're actually really close to dead next turn. Because if I play Hero of Oxid Ridge, uptick Sarkin, Flamewake Phoenix comes back, that's lethal if they don't have anything, technically. Oh shoot, I forgot to activate Sarkin though. Oh, that was really bad of me, wasn't it? I forgot to activate Sarkin. Wow. And now they have Baneslayer. Okay, well, that was bad of me. I would have been able to ultimate Sarkin here. So instead, I guess we just Abbot and hope to hit a burn spell. Which we don't have many in the deck, yeah. Darn. Alright, well we can at least play the Hazoret. That's super awkward. I would have been able to ultimate Sarkin though. That might cost me the game, honestly. Because they tap down Sarkin with the Tammy, but it doesn't make me, or it doesn't make it so I'm unable to use Sarkin, so simply missed out there. Oh well. At the very least, we can animate Sarkin. And then pass. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. I can't even block the Baneslayer with Thundermaw because it has Pro Dragons. But they can't kill Sarkin straight up. So at least I guess we have that going for us. Okay, they didn't add red, so they might not have like their Thunder, or not Thundermaw, Inferno Titan. Ugh. Sarkin ultimate would have been so good. There's Teferi. Let's see if they tuck something here. They might do that. Hazoret can only ping players, yeah. What are they gonna do? Looks like they tucked. Okay. Well, if they don't attack, that's good for me. If they do attack, that's still fine. I guess we're still in okay shape. Yeah, they didn't even attack. Okay. So, actually, we still have a shot here. As I can now ultimate. The Phoenix would have to attack. I could throw away one of my creatures to kill Teferi, and I think that's probably worth it. They are going to gain 5 life, but killing the Planeswalker seems more than necessary. That's one of the ways that they can stay in the game, you know? Whereas, since I'll be drawing 2 cards every turn from here on out, well, 3 cards actually, we have a much better chance. I have both Banefire and Devil's Play, which can take care of the Baneslayer. They are going to get to draw or rather, they are going to get to gain some additional life here because the Flamewake has to attack into Baneslayer next turn, but at the very least, we're drawing extra cards, so we still have a shot. Okay, Ral can kill Hero if they wanted to, but they didn't. They upticked. So let's see, they put Oracle in the graveyard, and looks like an island in hand. We know we're drawing Hazoret, at the very least. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't play all of those. That Baneslayer is really doing a number on me, huh? What's more relevant? I guess the Grim Lavamancer is probably more relevant here. But let's play the Hazoret first. See if they have a counter for it. Ooh, that hurts. Nice, because remember I have to discard my hand at the end anyways, so... Yikes, that's bad. Okay, I guess we're just playing the Lavamancer now and discarding both Hazoret and Chainwhirler. Kinda sucks. Giving them 5 life again. Good remand. Nah, Hazoret was gonna be so good. Because Hazoret can attack into the Baneslayer. Shoot. Okay, Hedron Archive. Having the Grim Lavamancer, though, gives us extra burn outs to get rid of the Baneslayer, which is good. Alright, looks like they just killed the Grim Lavamancer, though, with Ral, which makes sense. Let's draw 3 good cards. Huh. I mean, eating any of those cards isn't very exciting, so let's play the Perforos out. Hope they don't have a counter. Nice, they don't. Let's play the Eidolon out. Deal 2 to them. How crazy would it be if I end up decking myself? And pass the turn. Need to hurry up and find something for Baneslayer. Oh, do they have a Venser? Or a blink of an eye? Yuck. Yeah, that's pretty good. Blink of an eye on my Perforos so that it gets discarded by the Sarkin emblem. Heads up play there. Okay, they're going to uptick Ral. Discarded all his dust. I guess that makes sense. Their Baneslayer plus Ral is currently better than any of those, for sure. This is a large spell. What the heck is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Oh, Ugin. And they just shot the hero, okay. Yep, I need to find something real quick. That's not gonna do it. Where's my burn spells? Wow. Oh no. All we needed to do was find Banefire for the frickin' Baneslayer so long ago. Or the Devil's Play, and we would have been fine. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's meant to be. The only upside I have here is that they can't Ugin -5, otherwise they take care of their Baneslayer and their Ral. But here's Inferno Titan, I imagine. Oh, even something more. Karn? Do you have a Karn too? 9 mana. What the hell is this? Is this a card draw spell? Yep. Oh my gosh. Draw their library, basically. They're at 7 cards in hand now. Damn. Yep, I think the window's closed. Ral, shoot the, yep, just systematically deal with my creatures here. I wonder if that one missed turn of Sarkin is going to end up costing me. Guess at the very least I can finish off, finish off Ral. Although Ral might have ended up helping me. They can't Ugin ult, so. But they're going to definitely start attacking with their Baneslayer here soon. And Inferno Titan's going to be coming down any moment. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm probably dead here next turn, if not this turn. Wormy. Alright, scoop him up. I guess we'll never know if I'd activated Sarkin just a turn earlier if we would have gotten anywhere, but we just didn't find an answer to Baneslayer. And that is going to be all she wrote. Oh, we also had Fight with Fire, too. That's right. Oh, man, we had a decent number of outs for the Baneslayer. Alright, let's try to win this round number 2. And our hand is pretty medium. I think it's a keep on the play. Any 1 land means we can go Direfleet into Phoenix. And 2 lands would be ideal for Koth and Hazaret, but poop soup, my dude. Poop suit. Baneslayer OP. Pro Dragons? Who can beat Pro Dragons? Not me. Come on, land. 2 lands off the top. 2 lands would be great. There's 1. Beautiful. Bash for 4. 1 more. 1 more land off the top. And we're golden, I think. 1 more land. Nice. Alright, so I think we just mortars that instead of Devil's playing. Other option was to Koth downtick, but the problem is with any land they can, or they could have animated the tar pit like that. Oh, they have a click in their hand? No. I think we're going to play it a little bit more conservatively and maybe try to just lead with Hazaret. I think the Koth might actually be more relevant. And they had a Sinister Sabotage. That's fine. I was going to get any of my plays. And we still got him down to 8 life here. Mole Drifter, that ain't going to cut it. Can I kill them this turn? Koth adds 5. Not quite. Make sure I target one that hasn't entered this turn so I can actually attack with it. Oh no, they get to see my Devils play before they scoop up. Alright, well that one went a little bit better than the previous one. Looks like the opponent's on a blue-black control deck. Which means we probably want to bring in the Banefire. Probably want to bring in the Regent, and probably want to bring in the Sarkin. Looks like some burn spells are still worth keeping in, but might be able to cut something like a Siege Gang Commander. Might be able to cut P and Kirin. And the hero didn't seem amazing. It sucks cutting a lot of my token producers for Perforos purposes, but I think that's fine. Perforos is pretty hard for them to deal with anyways, and makes it so any creature that does resolve is just going to ping them, so I don't think we need the token producers so much. Could see bringing in the Greater Gargadon, since they're going to almost certainly have some removal spells. I think everything else looked pretty good. Game 2 here of round 2. And we're on the draw. Looks like a pretty decent hand, all things considered. Oh, they have green in their deck. Okay. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Duress. No! There goes my Koth. Ooh, that kind of makes me tempted to not even run out the Daredevil next turn, so that I can duress them back. Hopefully we draw something else that I can do. Yeah, I think it's just too much value to Dire Fleet them next turn and duress their hand now back. Provided they don't have a counter or something. Okay, so I can take Mortars or Banefire, but that can't take the relevant Daredevil, so that's fine. They took the Mortars. Let's go duress them. Say what you got in there. Harvester, Dimir Signet, and some creatures. Alright. Harvester seems like a pretty nice one to have nabbed. Not gonna lie. Their hand is good, though. No doubt. They did draw land for the turn. They have Signet now. Alright, so we know every card in their hand. Let's just attack for 2. And run out just the Chain Whirler. If I play the Grim Lavamancer, then they can Vizier my Chain Whirler to kill both my creatures. Hell, it's possible I wasn't even supposed to run out the Chain Whirler to begin with, but looks like they're going with a different line here. Tarmogoyf, what the heck? Huh. So, what's the play? I think we're gonna Banefire the Kite Sail, and then Mortars the Jace. I don't know if that's amazing, as Tarmogoyf is a huge problem, and they're probably just going to copy it with Vizier, but... No, they did copy the Chain Whirler. Okay, that's fine. Well, now that that's out of the way, I'm actually okay to run out some spells. They might not even trade, but it makes sense if they do, as then they can jumpstart it effectively on the way back down. This game is looking pretty over for us. There wasn't really much I could do against the Tarmogoyf anyways. Like, I couldn't... I don't think I could have Banefired it out. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I think I was one short of being able to. It looks like they're probably just going to make another Tarmogoyf here, honestly. Oh, they made an Eidolon too. Interesting. Alright, well, let's scoop it up. Oh no. If we lose next round, we're going to be starting 0-2. That's never good. Yeah, no sideboard. Let's run it back. Come on, red deck. Mono green has actually been the most productive mono color for me this time around. Not mono red, but alright, we're gonna play first, and I guess we keep it. It's a little bit slower, but it's a little bit more powerful. So even though I'm not doing anything until turn 3, this is probably a fine keep. Hopefully we can draw something to do here, but I guess I cannot complain about another land, as we do want to hit 5 lands with this hand anyways. You can't always have the freebooter. It's not very nice. Freebooter every game. I suppose they take Sarkin. I don't know. Maybe they take Fight with Fire. It's cheaper anyways to roll out. Carry Zev would have been wonderful last turn. Oh no! And the Flamewake Phoenix has to attack. Oh gosh. Well, that's actually fine since we drew Shivan Fire. We're gonna have a fine turn here. Like, they're gonna crew their Harvester. They're gonna eat my Phoenix. I'm gonna get to fire their freebooter and then kill the Harvester with Fight with Fire, so definitely could have been much worse. Still really bad, but getting the Harvester off the battlefield seems A+ for us. And if we can just get one more land, we can just start dropping powerful 5s. Champion of Wits. Alright, come on, land. They discarded Kiora and a gifted Eitherborn. Wow. Ooh, we did hit the land. Nice. So, I think we lead with Sarkin here. Because if I try to play Sarkin on another turn when they've already developed out another creature, that could be very, very bad. Wow! Okay, now I need to hit a land here would be good. Koth. Well, that's actually not bad. I can Koth, add 5 red, Thundermaw, uptick Sarkin, and then get back our Phoenix. Hit them for a lot in the air. And now them getting back gifted Eitherborn is not a consideration, not an option. They can kill both Koth and Sarkin here, and then reanimate like Freebooter on my on my draw step. Okay, well the rest is a whiff. They pretty much have to kill both these walkers though, but Scarab God attacks Sarkin, Champion attacks Koth. If they bring back Freebooter, they can either chump the Thundermaw or eat the Flamewake, but if they end up eating the Flamewake, then they go down to 1 life. So it's a little bit precarious on all fronts for them. This will be another close game. Alright, there's the draw step. Oh, they messed up. They should have definitely freebooted on my draw step since they have to anyways. Oh, interesting. What? Maybe they have it like a disfigure? That play is a little bit confusing to me. Okay, hideaway doesn't matter yet. If they survive, it will matter next turn, but it doesn't matter now. So I can bring back one of their 2 flyers. Ah, see, again, they messed up. They needed to have used the freebooter on my draw step. So just Devil's Play for 4, play around a Censor. If they do have a counter, then they're still going to lose to me attacking with the flyers. They were in a pretty rough spot anyways, though, right? Because say they do draw step the freebooter, steal the Devil's Play, I attack with both in the air. I guess they had to chump the Thundermaw anyways, so never mind, they were just dead in either case. It was just the first turn where they should have brought back the freebooter to get more information, but we drew a land there anyway. Alright, come on, red deck, give me a 2-1 as we go to round 3. Here we are for round 3. We are 1-1. Let's play for a 2-1. We're on the play. And we have a sad hand, I guess. Turn 2 Carry Zev is nice. And some ways to burn some blockers and whatnot, but I would like more sticky threats. That is to say, more creatures and whatnot. Because if my opponent just deals with Carry Zev, well, then we really don't have much going on. So we could do with drawing some lands here. Land me! Land me, dealer! Boo. Fortunately, Mizium Mortars is a good answer to at least Thing in the Ice. Hit the opponent for 3 here with Ragavan and Carry. Yeah, at this point we're just looking to draw lands. Lands unlock the world. Ooh. No plays from OP. And unfortunately, non-land from us, although it is playable, so I guess there's that. Really going to be banking on this Carry Zev to do all the work. Oh no! A repeal on the Ragavan! That's some good value. I don't know if I like that as much as them maybe bouncing Carry Zev at end of turn, but sure. That is leaked. Okay. I wonder if we're playing against mono blue, or if they're missing a color right now. If they're mono blue, that means they might have a Master of Waves, and well, that would be a problem. Just as Tempestgen is kind of a problem, unless I find that 3rd land right here. Thank you. And I'm going to go with Fight with Fire over Exquisite, as Exquisite can go to their face. And I don't have 2 sorceries or instants in the graveyard yet anyways. So, Firecraft, not counterable. It's not likely we're going to get to 9 mana anytime soon. Go, go, my pretties. Bribery. Thundermaw Hellkite? Let's see. I have Siege Gang in hand. Oh, I have Siege Gang in hand, so I guess it might just be Thundermaw. Maybe they get one of the other token producers like Pia and Kieran Nalaar, but Bribery is not as good versus my deck by any means. Bribery is a great card. Excuse me, don't get me wrong, but not at its best versus mono red. Yeah, they're just gonna get Thundermaw and try to race. Let's draw some more lands. Nice. Alright. I think we're supposed to just Chain Whirler. I'm sure I'm going to get punished by them playing a Master of Waves, but their Master would only be for 1 right now anyway. And Hazoret wouldn't be online for another few turns, so... Uh-oh, 6 mana is where they have things like Duplicant and Consecrated Sphinx and Frost Titan. No plays though is good. I will accept that. We can just attack in with the Menace creature. So 2 lines of play here. I could definitely just Exquisite Firecraft away the Hellkite. Or I can run out the Hazoret into a counter. I think we go with the Exquisite, just to clear their board. They didn't do anything last turn, so very possible that they're holding up a counter, and that this Firecraft is just going to eat their turn up. Yeah, cycle a Censor. The funny thing is they can't even like bounce the Thundermaw because it would go back to my hand. I would love to have saved that Firecraft for their face, but I think this is the play. Alright, land number 7. Kira. Ooh, that was a turn late. I actually get to attack with both still. Or both now. Alright, combat. Attacks? No? What you got? Cryptic command. Tap all my creatures, draw a card. Sure. Now let's just resolve Perforos while we can. It's a creature already because of the Chain Wither, and then if I draw a land for Siege Gang, ooh, insta-death. Oh, they do have Master of Waves. That's hilarious. So only the Master of Waves has pro-red, the Elementals do not. The real question is, do they have another counter? And will I draw another land, more importantly? Okay, land. They have 1 card in hand? Well, unfortunately, we did not draw the land, though, for the Siege Gang, but we do just get to hit them down here a little bit. Remember, it's only the Master of Waves that has protection from red, and the Master doesn't even eat any of my creatures anyways, so not by itself. So we get to attack in with everything. They don't really have any good blocks except for like Master in front of Perforos and then like Chump. Oh, I totally forgot about Ragavan giving making an extra token so Perforos triggers off of that. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. I totally forgot. That's funny. That double block doesn't make any sense since Chain Wither has first strike. Go Ragavan! Woo! Alright, well at least in this game, mono red beats mono blue. Granted, I did draw 4 fewer lands than they did. At the very least. Vizier, what does that do? I mean, that gives... That's fine, but if I just attack with Karizev, you lose. That's pretty good, though. Double Master of Waves versus the red deck. Okay, take 2. I'm at 9. They already used Censor, so... I mean, I'm just going to show them the Hazoret instead of the Siege Gang. They already used Cryptic as well, so all I would need to do is resolve that, and if they didn't let me resolve it, attack with Karizev, poop out the token. Alright. Mono blue versus a mono red. Let's bring in the Regent. Let's take out CG. I don't think I need the Banefire. I do think I want Sarkhan, though. Spark Mage doesn't seem relevant. Maybe take out Pia and Kieran. I think sideboarding is probably my worst skill in Magic, or where my least amount of skill lies, I should say. Game 2 of round 3 versus the mono blue deck. We are the mono red deck. Let's see who will outdo. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good for me. Turn 1, suspend Ancestral Vision. One of the best plays you can do as the blue deck. I do have a turn 2 Eidolon, though, so I guess... Well, hopefully a turn 2. We know they have like a censor in their deck, but if anything, I would rather them censor my Eidolon than Hazoret or Purphoros. And Mana Leak, for that matter, sure. I'm already feeling like we're losing this game, though. Them on the play with a vision, counter my first play, and I don't have any action until turn 4, if I don't draw something next turn. Smells like bad beans to me. Uh-oh. That's bad. I think they might have opted main phase, though, to dig for a land, so it's possible they're missing land drops. Yeah, they're just going to run out of Harbinger here. Which, I think we're fine just firing off Sheevan Fire on immediately. We want to get the cards out of our hand for Hazoret anyways. Question is, which one's more valuable to resolve here? And I think it's going to be the Purphoros. Hazoret has haste. And it's going to be a few turns before we get to enough cards, or to a few enough cards in our hand anyways to attack with Hazoret anyway, so might as well get the Purphoros online while possible. And just like that, they're back up to 8 cards in hand. I imagine they're probably not missing a land drop this turn, but you never know. Wow, Kira? Is that a Kira and a pass? Oh my god, they did miss a land drop. How lucky. And we get to jam Thundermaw here. Notably, Thundermaw doesn't target, so we get to just tap down their flyer. Not that they were blocking with it anyways, but wow, we got very lucky. The opponent's been missing land drops. I don't know how. They have 3 lands in the top 16 cards after an opt, so that is what you call luck. Is that a dismember? That is a dismember. Okay. Well, bad news, opponent. You're going to go down to 5 just from me playing my creatures next turn, and then you're going to have to chump the Hazoret with a Thing in the Ice. Oh, baby. Koth is spicy, too. No, but it's better to go like this. Oh, could I have killed them, actually? I just punted. I should have definitely played the Koth. I could have dumped out my hand with the Koth, which would have also turned the Purphoros into a creature. I didn't count the Devotion. Whoopsies! Not that it's really going to matter, but that was... I mean, I could have killed them that turn as opposed to killing them next turn. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. All I have to do is activate Hazoret twice and we win. Mistakes were made, though. That is also good enough to win. Let them live for 1 turn longer than they should have, but either way, we got there in the end. Alright, well, little 2-1. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping that we would 3-0, but we did get kind of demolished by the control deck in the very first round. Although, man, I messed up that game where I forgot to activate Sarkhan that 1 turn and then didn't get to ultimate until the turn after, so might have been able to win that one for sure, but we'll see. Anyways, that's probably it for Modern Cube for a while. Next video you will get the new Masters set, and then after that I believe Vintage Cube is coming online. So pretty good, pretty good. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. As always, you can check out all of my other content here on the MTGO Traders YouTube channel. I upload a video with them every week, and if not, you can always catch my stream every weekday. We'll see you guys later. Kenji, NumotTheNummy, out.